One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Spartans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, I've been there before. It's the opening drive of the game. You're trying to scramble, make something happen, and you get absolutely lit up. Man, that cold tub, that can't come soon enough. Bad news, though, is you've got an entire game to play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Going to the running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Horned Frogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll bring it out. It's Collier. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. On the ground, it's Gore. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a... There he goes! A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
With the catch, it's Gore. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Gore. Nice move to keep running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Horned Frogs have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the first crack at it here. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but What does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Gets it past the marker. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple of years ago. Such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that...
He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
That coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
So the TCU Horned Frogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer. But one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Looking left, and they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul, breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Gore. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Fires to the wideout. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Sparty.
And this offense is firing at all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Trying to get behind the defense. Holds it in on the left. Here he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. He got a step and just dusted the field.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Spartans in the hurry up. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Running back searching for a hole. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Finds a man on the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Power football with the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. He's up to 73 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Caught in the backfield. It's Gore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Michigan State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is a guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Catch in the middle. It's James. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, TCU.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Smarty.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Bailey. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Under fire. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. About to kick it away and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. His legs. It's Gore. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs, guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Offense in a bunch formation. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, In the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. There he goes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And
he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter.
Breaks into the open. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Defensively, in these situations, when it's such long yardage situations, I'm going to be very, very conservative. I'm going to drop guys really, really deep. If you want to run the football, you can have at it. Now, ideally, you don't want to give up that many yards, but you still didn't give up a first down, so it's still successful.
That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell out.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 14, and that's the way you find some room to operate.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running, has completely changed the way people play defense.
He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're backed up, and they'll just throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Coleman. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. 1st down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Payne. And he'll be brought down.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man. It's Coleman. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gore. Drills him with the stiff arm. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field, stringing first downs.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard run.
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Inside the 40. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Collier.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the left. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Here we go. From the gun, looking for a man. This one's complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
28, TCU, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for an open area to his left. Finds the tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag, down he went.
Might be looking to run. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
This time they'll go to the running game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And the comeback is on.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Pulls it, fired complete. Powers through the defender.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw. He had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
With the catch, it's Coleman. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Smith. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Michigan State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hawkins. Makes the catch. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense was a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Bailey. And they get him down. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Caught, close to the marker, it's Payne. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Moving toward the end zone. And fumble! Defense picks it up. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Sparty. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it, but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Touchdown, Spartans! The defense putting points on the board. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. steps away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to...
Breaks into the open. At 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, TCU.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just going to keep it after the snap. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Collier. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gore. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop. That's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Now adjusting. Makes the catch. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Touchdown, Michigan State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker, it's Payne. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now they're going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Collier. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all